Hi, everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey Now. I am Audrey. Um, Today is going to be, I'm going to call it a questioning, exploring podcast. So, we are a healing podcast. We don't do stuff on politics. The guides have said not to, so I'm listening. Do I have thoughts and ideas? Lots of them. I I apologize for that noise. I will have to take this laptop back in to have Julio look at it because I don't know how to fix any of that. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. I don't know how to make that horrible noise lower. It is annoying. So, our topic, I actually wrote down thoughts and ideas. Let's see how well I can read them. Oh my God. Let me put on my glasses that are not always particularly helpful, but maybe they will be. So, what are your thoughts? Do you feel beings? The topic is, are beings from elsewhere here? How long have they been here? Where might they be from? How does this affect us? What are your thoughts and feelings? Why do you think they're here? That kind of thing. So it's going to be a lot of questions. Am I going to give answers? I'm going to give you my thoughts and other people's answers. So that's how I am going to deal with that. So let us begin. Sit comfortably. We will have our breathing attunement. And we're going to keep, as I have said before, we're keeping things simple so that everyone pretty much can do it. There's no point, very little point, in teaching stuff that people are not going to do. Now, I have had experience on this planet, and I have found that some people don't want to do anything. Now and then that's me. They just want to take a pill and be done. That's not a good way to live. Now and then a pill and done, fine. But by and large, if a person doesn't do the internal work, the internal research, the internal exploration to discover what quote unquote reality is, we and they won't know. Like, are we living in a simulation? Are we? We might be. There are times I think we are. Okay, the relationships and the synchronicities and the genius with that is Robert Edward Grant. He's a polymath and genius with math and many other things. And when I hear him speak about stuff, I do think we're in a simulation because of the relationships he sees that I don't even know those numbers. And I'm intelligent. And now and then I actually wonder about that because compared to what? So I'm going to leave that there. So our breathing attunement for today is we're going to inhale to a count of 5, hold for a count of 3, exhale to a count of 6. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale. do one more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. I mean, do keep breathing and allow yourself focus on breathing in oxygen as much as possible. Do diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe from your diaphragm and feel that you're breathing in love and light. That start the day affirming you are a sovereign being of light. Your home is a sovereign place of light. You allow into your space other sovereign beings of light and love. Beings with negative attitudes are not allowed in. They're stopped before they get to you. You are protected in love and light. Do that daily and fill your energy body, your macabre, with love and light. Protect yourself. The guides years ago, and I do this pretty much daily, had me breathing white light into the linings of my cells. Do that. As a sovereign being, you have claim over yourself and your life. You have claim. So allow yourself to grow and evolve so you can have wise, creative, imaginative, awe-inspiring, aware feelings of energy and light. This is not a time on the earth for stupidity and idiocy. And if you're going to ask, have I ever done stupid things? Yes, I have. And then it's up to me, not anyone else, to clean that up. It's up to anyone else whether they choose to allow and accept that. We all have free will. And the guides are telling me to put this in, so I will. I was not going to do anything on forgiveness specifically right now. However, let me let you know, the more you free yourself, the more you clear yourself of encumbrances from this life, past lives, parallel lives, whatever your belief system might be. I know Bashar says everything is here and now. I'm not so sure. I'm not going to fight that. I'm just letting you know. I'm not so sure. I think we're so multi-dimensional that there's space and room for various ways of feeling and thinking. I haven't got the answer on that. And when I was in my 20s, I took the Mensa test. I forgot. Oh, right. I remember why. Oh, my God. So a friend of mine had, like this guy, and he was in Mensa. And so she took the test. She didn't get in. Surprised me. She's brilliant. She told me to take the test. Somehow I passed, got in. And at that point, she didn't like him anymore. And I was in there to check on him. That's why I was there. I stayed in it for a little while. And at the time, I was in my 20s in the 1960s. Okay. Some of what they were asking, I mean, I'm metaphysical from the word go. Did not know the word at the time. It was not popular. And I am a metaphysician, no question about that, although you can add some. And I stayed in for the year and never renewed because I didn't find what I was looking for then. And I am an explorer. That, yes, for sure, of consciousness. So, coming back to this. So, allow yourself to know that when you forgive, and I use David, hate that noise. All right, not hate, dislike a lot. Okay, I hope you can hear me. So, David Markowitz's former, I don't know, maybe current, definition of forgiveness is being free of the negative effects of anything anyone, including the self, has said or done regarding you, or I'm going to say about anything else also. Because to me, we are at a time on our planet, the Earth, Terra, where the clearer we are, the more of the schmutz, the dirt, the clutter, the garbage, the faulty thought patterns, the faulty beliefs, the limiting belief system, all that junk, the more we are done with that and free of that, the more we can take on new belief systems and the more we can grow and evolve. So, you can have your own thoughts and feelings. In fact, let me know at Audrey Now, AUDRYENOW at Gmail or AUDRYENOW.com so we could dialogue. Because this is a time of mammoth growth. This is not a time to do nothing. You can relax. I tripped a couple days ago, banged by my elbow, banged by my knee, and me, who skitters and walks along really quickly, typical Manhattanite walker. That happened because I couldn't stand the smell of some of those streets, so I walked fast to get through them, and always ran in front of buses, so I didn't have to breathe that poison. It might look weird. Do I care? No, not anymore. I really don't. I'd rather be healthy and well than fit somebody's definition of what they think anyone else ought to be. And to me, still, and I'm living in Costa Rica right now and living a very comparatively quiet life. Certainly compared to my New York life and compared to my Florida life, that is for sure. But it's pretty. It's nice. I can go to the beach. I could do whatever I want in a peaceful way. And that's worth a lot. And since I'm not allowed to discuss politics, I'm going to leave that there. You can fill in what you want. Am I a fan of what? I am a fan of people who really choose to, for real, up-level consciousness, awareness, heart energy, behavior. That's who I'm a fan of. It is unimportant to me where you came from, your color, your religion, unless it's got you trapped, which many of them do, and then you're only partially open because some religions don't like gay people, some don't like women, some don't like single women, some don't want people to have sexual experience, and I say be wise about that, by the way, and use contraceptives if you don't want to make a baby. Make a baby when you're ready to make a baby and you are prepared to take care of that child, because it is a journey, well worth it if you choose it. A real challenge either way, but a real challenge if you don't, and then you're affecting not only yourself, but that child and everyone near you. So have some wisdom. Do I think everyone has wisdom? No. I do not. Am I the arbiter of that? No. Because what I know, and I know this, is all of us have internal guidance. All of us have intuition. And if somebody is following that and doing the best they can, then they are likely living their life on purpose. And that's fine. I or you don't have to know what that is or approve of that. And now, okay, so I did the breathing attunement. Now I'm going to do the affirmation. So the affirmation, which is a statement of power, intent, and when I do it, action, because take some action. I am a being of light, and I take action every day to benefit myself and others. I am a being of light, and I take actions today and every day to benefit myself and others. Again, I am, repeat this, feel this, be this, incorporate it into your cellular structure, into your energy, into your plasma, into your Merkaba, into your energy body, into you. I am an energy being and I take actions today and every day to benefit myself and others. So for 2 days, I kind of just lay down and had a rest because I walk fast. Okay, I'm not a slow walker in general. If I have on decent shoes and I'm not carrying something too heavy or it's not pouring rain or wind or something like that, I skitter along. I started that in New York when the streets smelled horrible and I wanted to get through them quickly. Here in Costa Rica, where a lot of people walk very slow, on the whole, I just don't have that kind of patience. I'm born the year of the horse, the water horse. Um, I'm a Cancerian for sure, with an Aries ascendant, and when I want to get somewhere, I really do choose to get there. And I'm healthy, so I can move. Well, so when I fell, I banged my elbow and I hit my hip somewhere and my knee and whatever. And then I take a minute and listen to this. If and when you ever trip or fall or find yourself flat down, take a moment to let your body and all its parts come back together. Do not just jump right back up. Do not. And don't let anyone just yank you back up. So there I was on the ground wondering how in the world did I get here because I did not intend to trip because I'm very sure-footed. And these two guys, which I was appreciative of, were ready to yank me right up. I said, wait, wait, and this in Spanish, espérate, momentito, por favor, más despacio. And that means, wait a minute, please, thank you so much, I need a minute. So they waited a minute because clearly I was conscious and functioning. And then when I said, okay, because you can feel, use your intuition and all your inner senses, you can feel when your body knits back together, Knits, back together, then slowly have somebody bring you up. Not quick, not fast. That's injurious to you energetically, emotionally, and physically. Can a doctor prove that? I don't care. I don't. Maybe. I'm not up on that. If they can't, then maybe they need to. And if they can, yay. But really do that. So I couldn't paint. I couldn't exercise. Things twinged, and I know when I need to rest, and the guides were rest, and it was pouring rain, so it was perfect. So I rested for 2 days, and I was going to go out today and go to the gym class at the baseball field. It was raining. I'm not going to go and exercise in the rain. And my elbow, see, it's not, see, not, okay, not so gorgeous, not so horrible, but that hurts. And when I pull my arms and do stuff, yeah, not good. And I have similar smaller by my knee on the other side. So I still need to be, do I want to be? Not really, but I still need to be quiet. And when I'm not, I feel the muscles pull, so I'll let it do a little, and then it's like, no, not so much. So I'm going to be a little bit quiet today, but not quite so much quiet. And that's that. And yes, yesterday I did go out in the evening and buy some food and some other important things. Like I use the toilet paper made from recycled paper. I am this ecological woman no matter where I am. I do my best. So, people, if you care about the planet, be wise about all your purchases. If I had a way to do that without having to use paper, which I don't have one of those spritzer things, I would probably do that. If you're going to tell me to go buy something that costs a lot of money, I'm going to tell you to gift me it. That's what I'll say. So please don't tell me how to spend my money unless you're going to fund that because you don't know what I have, where it needs to go, how much there is, and all of that. And I'm not going to say buy everything I have. That annoys the heck out of me. But yeah, I have books, I have courses, I have art, I have lots of stuff. And you can buy all of it. You want to? Fine. You don't? Don't. It's up to you. So, Let's talk about our topic. The topic is, do we have beings here from elsewhere? I think we do. I had a friend, I haven't seen her in years. She'd moved out of New York, I've moved out of New York. We lost touch. Maybe I'll give her a call. And she'd had experience with somebody that was clearly not from the earth. I'm not going to go into that now. And do I know from listening to various podcasts that there are beings? Yes. And besides, I feel and sense them. I feel that most of them, not all of them, are here to help us. Because if they were here to hurt us, first of all, the fact that they got here from wherever they're from, and we haven't gotten there, at least we haven't been told we have. And do I trust all the governments? No. Do I trust that we're all being told the truth? Not even, no, I do not. I know we're not. So how do you know if something is true or not? Hone your intuition on smaller things than bigger things. And if something doesn't feel right inside, trust that. If your inner voice says something is incorrect, trust that. And definitely don't get seduced that somebody is cute, although that's a good seduction technique, or they can speak well, or they treat you nicely. That's all very nice. But if you get a yucky feeling from them, trust that. Trust that. It could save your life. And allow your intuition to guide you. Use the affirmation. I open my intuition up and I listen to it. And start with small things. So yes, I do think they're here. Do I think more are coming? Yes. If you listen to Bashar at all, he's the entity channeled by Daryl Anka. Daryl Anka's the channel. Bashar is the entity who also calls himself a first contact specialist. He said open contact will pretty much definitely be happening by 2027. He said it's already happening now. Some babies being adopted are hybrids. Humans are hybrids. I do not in any way believe the Adam and Eve story. I believe the Bible, a lot of it has been copied from other documents, whether it was from, the word is, it just came out of my head, sorry. But do I think it's all absolute truth? No, I do not. And any spiritual book that puts down women in any way, already that's where it's out of whack. That's already an imbalance. Any book that makes all of the people to follow male, let me tell you how wrong that is. Men do not have the same abilities as women to discern certain things. Some men do, not totally. Does that mean women are better than men? No. Some women are just, no. I'm not going to call them what my ex used to call them. I am not. And I have to watch this. I am clearing out judgment within me because those two words were forming in my head. So I'm acknowledging that and sending it to the universe under the power of light. Clear yourself. Be in the process of releasing judgment. I have to release it because I choose to be clear and evolve. And if you choose to evolve, you have to clear the clutter, the garbage, the junk, the BS that you've been holding. Where did it come from? Society, culture, religion, school, your parents, your family. Everywhere. Books. According to Bashar, and I don't trust everything Bashar says either, okay? But according to him, it'll start in 2026 slowly. We meaning humans, And that to me is also a word, a sexist word, because it's men's, you men. I'm a woman, and the word man is in there. I'm not the same as a man, nor do I want to be. I like men. I'm glad I'm a woman. Do I think women are smarter than men? Actually, I do, on the whole. When women are given the same opportunities as men and encouraged to develop themselves as are men, I definitely think on the whole we are smarter. We are more sensitive. We perceive things differently. Our brains are a little different. We definitely have a different nurturing quality. We are the ones that get pregnant and carry the child. That makes a huge difference even in terms of parenting. And men can be great parents. I like men. And not just because they're bigger and stronger and can lift stuff that I can't reach. I like that. I'm 4'10". I definitely like that. But no, they're interesting, and when they're healthy, they are funny. Oh my God, they are funny. When they're mean and nasty, get rid of them. They're toxic. Let them grow and develop. And if they don't want to, you grow and develop. You don't need that anymore. So, what do I think is going to happen when more of these beings start showing up, even little by little by little by little? I think some people are going to be shocked. Some people won't know how to handle it. Some people might need a lot of psychological healing work. Come to see people like me because it's an actuality, and because we have many different aspects of Earth, they may choose not to evolve. I think it's part of our evolution as beings that are going into space, that are beings of consciousness that grow and evolve, that we are part of being in space. I do believe that around 200,000 more or less years ago, our DNA was changed, and I believe it's chromosome 2, according to Greg Braden and many others, that was shifted externally, not an internal shift that we did naturally, that made us Homo sapiens sapiens. Now we're going to become, you can call it Homo galacticus or Homo universalis. I like that. Humans of light. I like that even more. So it's a time to open belief systems and start finding those people you can really get close to. Go beyond whatever your color is. Go beyond whatever your religion is. Go beyond whatever your nationality is. Open up to the great world of brilliance so you can learn what other people may have known for thousands of years, hundreds, tens, that your group may not have known. Because the guides don't want me to discuss politics. There's a lot I could say now that I am not. So, and I am a citizen of the United States. I am in the process of getting residency here in Costa Rica. Do I think the United States has all the smart people on the planet? No. Do I think it has some? Yes. But wherever you're from, you too. So, let us go now to appreciations. I appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that I'm here because I didn't feel well enough to do this 2 days ago. I was like, ugh. Okay, well, not quite, but close for me because I am a super healthy person and on many levels. So allow yourself to know people in lots of different groups with a high mentality that know they're made of light. And don't go, well, that one has this here and that. Be willing to clear that up. Be willing to clear that up. Thank you. Please, 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 if you're growing, if you find this interesting, If you find it challenging, and I mean soft, I mean soft, like us, love us, that's the red one with the heart, share and subscribe. Let your friends know because we are at a time of change unlike any that I've ever experienced, but I've only been here 83 years, so that's all I know. But nobody else I know of has ever been here to this. So love yourself, bless yourself, love the planet. Thank you. Bye.